And how many of you are teachers, high school teachers or college teachers? So this is about requests that come around a certain time of year. And if you filled out these forms, you recognize them in the poem. Letter of recommendation. I write to strongly recommend you read this letter, which says all you need to hear. I have known some things for many years, some things even longer. But this subject has taken my time, and I can say with confidence, it will take yours. Its strengths command attention and envelopes, frames crying out from walls. I've watched it grow into the building until it inherits the plaster. I couldn't rank it among its peers by percentage. It defies stacking, this on top of that. You'll see when you've accepted it. As for weaknesses, the usual: humility, overkindness, a tendency towards ultimate. What were you expecting? A wound unstitched, a sparking cord along the spine? No, that's only my signature below, testament of my association, the only gouge in this otherwise hopeful application. The poem I was supposed to read came out of, I guess what you would call, for me, always awkward attempts at small talk at the AWP book fair, where I think it went something like this. I was talking with Stefan because I had a poem in Smartish Pace, and I said, so how's Baltimore? I was born in Frederick. And he said something about being from Wisconsin, and I said, oh really, I grew up in Wisconsin. And he said, do you have any Wisconsin poems? And I said, oh yeah, I have a poem about Rickey Henderson. And he said, you have a poem about Rickey Henderson? And so, it was serendipitous, awkward small talk. Rickey Henderson breaks the record for stolen bases in a season. Milwaukee, August 27, 1982. I was there. I know it's true. But memory starts someplace, then steps away, and runs for it. Over the details falls doubt, that tarp covering the field's blades. I'm 10, my first real game. Arriving in the stands, fans find numbered seats. And when we leave, I get a pennant. But in between, a zero-pocked chart. I remember the A's Rickey Henderson on base, the dance of leading off, pitcher turning back and forth. He throws to first, plays his role, and we play ours, traitors, wanting to catch history. We boo our own. I don't remember this. I don't remember wanting anything except home runs, so the man up at the giant beer barrel can ride his chute into the giant mug, the suds released balloons. But the wrong team's at bat. Perhaps I want a sausage wrapped in foil. Or maybe all the sausages since then have placed that sausage in my mind. I know I didn't want what I couldn't have expected. This blurred anecdote to share now over beer and talk of baseball. And what does Henderson remember? Not me, a speckled kid near first, about to watch him speed away. He remembers the game just days before on his home field, second base beckoning. The crowd awaits his gift. But when he dives, the umpire calls him out. He'll tell that bitter story for years. The pitcher tires of looking back. He must propel the inning somewhere. And then Henderson is stealing. A few strides, a plunge. I like this, like skipping a grade. And the game stops. A ceremony. A man gives him the base, stolen yet earned. I know this. I know this is what is done. The robbed diamond, the base, alien in his grip, irrelevant, like what follows. Or maybe what follows matters most. Despite the spectacle, my team wins. And Henderson keeps stealing, one moment in one place, and in the next, transported, not like recollection, that stumbling, but instead, impatient prophecy, a thing known with certainty because it hasn't happened yet.